All right, now this is a video I typically don't, do on this channel because it is comic related, and I might actually end up posting it on my second channel, We Are the Flash, so be sure to check out that channel as well. Links to that channel as well as my other social media are in the description below. And it's been a couple of weeks since Endgame has been out. Spoiler ban has been lifted. It's been about a week since the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer has been revealed, and that movie's coming out when? Is it July, I believe? So it'll be here before you know it. And I really don't want to do like a trailer breakdown, but just my thoughts and opinion on the idea of the world needs a new Iron Man. Iron Man. So, is Peter Parker ready to step up and be that hero? Now, my initial thing is that I don't think that's the right thing to do at this moment, due to the fact that Peter Parker is still a high school student, and one of the big things that Tony was telling him back in Spider-Man Homecoming, and yes, I know a lot has happened between Homecoming and where we're at now post Endgame. He wanted Peter to pretty much have the life that he didn't have, just be young, enjoy yourself, go to school, make friends, and then be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yes, he did step up when Infinity War came and then Endgame as well, but just like Peter wants in this movie, the dude deserves a vacation. Yes, it's been 5 years for him. The world is different, he's getting back into the swing of things, no pun intended there. But I mean, he literally went from neighborhood crimes all the way to galactic titan, and then he ended up dying, or dusting if you will. So he comes back, then we get to Far From Home and everybody's mourning the loss of Iron Man. And if you watch the How It Should Have Ended YouTube channel, they did a great job with their version of how the trailer should have went, where he's listing off characters who could actually help out with this threat, and everybody's busy, everybody's off world, or whatever the situation may be. And just looking at the fact that they're fighting these elementals, who I believe are Hydro Man, Molten Man, and the list goes on. I'm not saying Spider-Man can't take them, because he does in his own comic series and other animated shows, but at the same time, typically the Sandman and Molten Man and Hydro Man aren't as humongous as they are in this movie. I do believe in the Spectacular Spider-Man animated series season 2, Sandman was giant proportions, where he can literally like tear apart a cargo ship or something, but that was different. But what I mean is that I think Spider-Man should definitely stick to where he is. Once again, no pun intended to spiders. But I feel like him being the next Iron Man can happen, but I don't think that should happen right now. It's almost like, the death of Superman, when he had Steel, Cyborg Superman, the Annihilator, and then like the Superboy. It's almost like, Peter Parker isn't ready to step up to that level of responsibility. At least I don't think so yet. Maybe if it was, college Peter Parker, maybe, but even then, it's like, hey, I'm in college, I got responsibilities. Whereas we're in high school, he's a kid, This would be different if it was a couple years down the road when he's about to graduate high school or something along those lines. And then the big dilemma is, college, because I got the grades and everything, I'll get scholarships. I don't doubt that he could either get a full ride scholarship based off his academics, or Stark Industries would just give him a scholarship because he's freaking Spider-Man. But I feel like that would be an interesting choice if that would have been pushed on him when he's graduating high school. Hey, this is the real world. You're an adult. You're the next Iron Man. Well, I want to go to college. I want to live my life while doing a hero thing on the side. And that's one thing, and I'm going to make another comparison here, since it is technically Disney now. Going back to the Kim Possible series, when that series ended, they were finishing up high school. I think the last 2-part episode was graduation. The big thing was, Kim is, staying out late, or sometimes ditching class, sometimes, or showing up late due to save the world missions. When you go to college, that won't fly, because, a lot of colleges, have attendance policies, and you're paying tuition, or you winning scholarships. You literally can't afford to just not go to class because of either consequences, or you're literally eating money away for nothing. So I feel that that series ended because, well, it had to end due to, like real world college obligations versus save the world adventures. So with Peter Parker, even in the comic books, I think it was in the Death of the Stacys comic I got a few years ago, that pretty much had all the Gwen's father, I forgot his name. Is it George? Oh, I know he was a police officer, or Captain Stacy, Gwen Stacy. It was like all those stories combined into one. And Peter Parker's, was called to the admissions office because he was in danger of losing his scholarship because of his grades failing. So once again, Peter Parker in college, it's like, it would be a bit of a stretch, but him being the next Iron Man, it's interesting. I could see it happening because I know that Marvel is like, saying Captain Marvel is the new face of the MCU, but it's like, well, you're kind of pushing Peter Parker in that role, believe it or not. And I'm not going to go on the whole, I don't like Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. I have, I don't really have a high or low opinion of the character or the actress. I really don't, let that affect how I enjoy the movies. But in terms of Peter Parker, I think with time, he could definitely step into the role. But as of right now, nah. Like, I love the Iron Spider suit he has, but I'm glad the Iron Spider suit isn't the only suit he'll be rocking in this film, because I feel like the Iron Spider suit is something that he shouldn't use in everyday missions. Like, hey, I want to stop a robbery. It's like, I feel like the Iron Spider suit is almost like, if you've ever watched Power Rangers, you have the basic morphing sequence and they have their basic morphin suits, but then they have the power-up modes, and then Red Ranger has a battleizer. I feel like the iron armor is his battleizer. It's like when there's a sorry speaking of battle, I dropped my mic there, apologize for that. It's like the Iron Spider suit is his battleizer. It's his power-up mode. Instant kill is his deadliest weapon. So I feel like that's something that should be only brought out for the big guns, if he's in a big fight. And I wonder if, Iron Man was able to get Friday to deploy the suit. I guess, whenever Peter isn't using his high-tech suits that need repairs and whatnot, he'll just leave those at whatever the new Avengers facility is, if they even have one anymore. I know Thanos blew up the one in Endgame, but either way, I'm pretty sure that Peter can leave his suit at Stark Industries or whatnot, and it'll be repaired. And then, he'll get a new one. I don't know what the situation is, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But I do feel like, especially marketing, we're going to have that stealth suit. So there's no way that he's just going to have one suit because, they got to sell toys. But in any case, I feel like just to end this video, I don't think they should shove Spider-Man into the new Iron Man role because I don't think he's ready. I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but what I like about Spider-Man is the struggle of, balancing his hero life and his personal life. But to just instantly shove him in you're the next Iron Man, those shoes are not his size yet. Give him some time, and then Endgame just establish all the other heroes in the world, if not the galaxy. So he doesn't need to be the next Iron Man. Iron Man's death should just be an inspiration for everyone to step up in their own way. You don't have Tony Stark there to rely on. But I get it. Tony Stark started and ended this saga of the MCU, but he wasn't as essential as the guy. It's like, yo, man, Iron Man's not here. We can't win. I mean, it's like Justice League, no Superman. That doesn't mean the other heroes aren't capable. It's just like Superman was able to just tank and a lot of hits that the other ones can't do so easily. With Iron Man, there were plenty of Avengers more powerful than him, but Tony Stark, excuse me. Tony Stark really, helped everybody upgrade and whatnot. I feel like Captain America, once again, not the most powerful, but he was kind of like the heart of the team. It's like without Iron Man, it's like, dang, it's like, you're just missing a glove and you can't find another glove that will fit. Peter Parker isn't ready for that role, but I just love the fact that over the next few movies, I would love to see Peter Parker meet other heroes. I mean, yeah, we saw him meet other heroes in Civil War and Endgame, but I mean, meeting heroes and helping him develop, giving him more morals and whatnot as he grows more and more into being from neighborhood Spider-Man to an Avenger to his own superhero, So I do think that Peter Parker does have potential to be the next Iron Man or just a new face of the MCU, but just give it time instead of just shoving him in that position. That's just my opinion. But I am looking forward to Far From Home. The latest trailer got me a lot more hype for the movie than the original, because I obviously the first one had a lot of in-game spoilers that they couldn't reveal until post in-game. So I do feel like, with the Nick Furies and whatnot, and I want to throw this out here. I don't think a lot of people talked about this. Maybe Nick Fury doesn't really trust Mysterio, and it's like they said, a child is able to just see through a lie. So if you get, I know Peter Parker isn't a child, but you know what I mean? He's on the younger side, so well, you could make the argument that what if he's naive? Because let's say if Nick Fury begins to mistrust Mysterio, and then him and Peter created a bond, then Peter Parker might, strike against Nick Fury. It's like, you're just, distrusting and whatnot. I've hung out with him. We've saved people. He's a good guy. I could definitely see that. But we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Spider-Man should be the next Iron Man right now? Or do you think they should just give it a little bit more time? I get it. It's like, let's give this guy a test run, see if he's good enough for this role. But it's just like, dude's in high school. But whatever. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to the movie. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.